Yeah. So Barack Obama, when I seen him or whatever, he was asleep. He woke up or whatever. Like I said, I was walking around. They were looking. They had been looking for me. You know, it was kind of the theme also, but in a good way. They was looking for a person chosen to do something. And so Barack was all like, I saw Barack Obama. He was like laying down or whatever, and it wasn't like in a bedroom. It was like a little section with concrete around it, and it was his little section. He had his like blanket or something, and so he got up, and as soon as he got up, then we kind of like crossed the hallway, and we went uh, into we opened the door and went into a building. While we were going into a building, I was asking Barack what he had a dream about, and he was like, and so this, while I'm asking him what he was dreaming, what he dreamed about, we were kind of opening the door. So it was a congregation of people. It was when we opened the door, it was a church, a huge, a big, like a big church, like a mega, you know, what I'm saying, a big church, mega church, or something like it was a big church. So we were opening the door. So I said, when we were opening the door, me and Barack Obama, I was like, so what'd you dream about? And he was like, it was one of those LD dreams. And I was like, oh, one of them last day dreams? And he was like, shook his head like, it was like he knew it was coming too. You know, he knew it was coming too. And because when we were in the hallway, we were discussing something. I probably was telling him about my dreams or something I don't know, but he kind of knew. He knew that I was on that tip. But he said, you know, when he went to sleep, he had a LD dream too. You know, a LD dream. And I was like, oh yeah. He was like, he didn't want to say it out loud because we were all in front of, you know, the congregation. When we opened the door, the congregation would have been able to hear what we were talking about. So he just said LD dream. And so I was like, oh, okay, I got you. I got you. So we walked in the church. We walked from the back. It's all lit up. The lights in the church. The church is full of people. So we go down the side aisle, walk all the way down, and we turn to the left, and in front, you know, where so the pastor is up on stage or whatever, and you know the seats and stuff are, you know, to the left. So we walking down that aisle, about to pass the pastor up, and the pastor is like, hey, he's talking about me, and also my family members that saw me too while I'm walking with Barack Obama, and they like, oh my gosh, they was like, you know, I think it was some of my family members, some of the women from my family, and they were like, oh my gosh, you know, they was like, oh my gosh, he's you know, he's walking with Barack Obama and stuff, but they was like, but you know, but they was talking about me, they was like, but he's great, you know, he's great, you know, talking about me, they was like, he's great too, so you know, I kind of like I get it. So when we were coming up to where we were even with the pastor or whatever, close to where we were even with the pastor was on the microphone in front of his uh, wooden panel or whatever, and he was like in front of his stand, and he was like on the microphone. He got on the microphone, and he was like, "Okay, well, yeah, I told y'all, 'cause they was looking for me, like I said. They was like, yeah, we found him. It was like he was like the pastor was like, yep, we found him. And you know, and if he was on an odd number, I would have told y'all to watch out for him. If he was on an odd number, if he was born in '87, we would have told we would have it would have been something bad. He would have been a demon child or a demonic child. If he's born in 1980, if he's born in '87, but he was born in '85, and he's the real, like, you know, like saying like he's the real deal. Talking about me, of course, like I said again, saying that I'm like the real deal, or I'm the one that they've been looking for, the chosen one that they've been looking for. It was a black pastor, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was a black pastor. Or was it? It might not have been actually. I can't remember what color the pastor was or whatever. I can't remember. Uh, so then once he said that, you know, I'm just looking at him and listening, and you know, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm like, okay, interesting, you know, like they've been looking for me, and they believe that I'm this chosen person, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, this pastor, he know what date I was, he know when I was born, what year I was born, and all that kind of stuff. So, so then I went to sit down in in my section, like it was like the first row, and then I passed up the first row, and I went to the second row, and I sat in the second row, and cause that's where my seat was, or that's where our opening was in the front for me. And I guess Barack, I'm not sure, I don't know where Barack went, but I know that's where I went and sat. But I was walking with Barack the whole time. The focus became to where it wasn't on Barack. Once we got to the pastor, he wanted me to know that I was chosen and everything or whatever. So then I get out of that church, and I go to my house. But it's my old apartment at Trinidad when I was a young boy in my apartment, and I go in there and I'm like, okay, well, it's about time to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's about time to go to sleep.